Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Woodbine Mohawk Park. This morning we have 15 two-year-old qualifiers. They will all feature colts and geldings. As yesterday we saw 13 qualifiers for the fillies. So it's the boys' turn here today. First qualifier coming up in just a moment. The live stream of today's two-year-old qualifiers at woodbinemohawkpark.com is sponsored by the Central Ontario Standardbred Association. So the wings of the starting gate are open. There are 4 scratches out of this first qualifier. Scratch number 1, Johan. Scratch number 3, Journeyman K. Number 5, Jula Uppercut. And number 6, Horse Trader. So 1, 3, 5, and 6 are out. That'll leave us with a field of 4. Driver note on number 7, You're Still Up. Chris Christoforou is in the sulky. So let's meet this field of 4. 2-year-old colt and gelding trotters. Number 2, starting from the rail, is Oxford Hall, an EL Titan colt, owned by Oxford Hall Stable, trained by Greg McNair. Doug McNair does the driving. Oxford Hall was a $145,000 Lexington Select yearling sale purchase. Next is number 4, Scamp, gelded son of EL Titan, owned by Silver Stables, trained by J.F. McGuire. Louis Philippe Waugh does the driving. Numbers 5 and 6 are out. So number 7, You're Still Up, Royalty for Life colt, owned by Dustin Jones Stable. Jones is the trainer. Also bred this Royalty for Life colt. Hands the lines over to Chris Christoforou here this morning. And number 8, Lions Warrior, Cadabra colt, owned by Joseph Lyons Mound, trained by Jeff Gillis. Trevor Henry drives. Lions Warrior was a $30,000 Harrisburg purchase. So it's a field of 4 for our first of 15 here this morning at Woodbine Mohawk Park. The flags are still. The track is fast. Temperature sitting around 20 degrees Celsius. Starting gate swings into the stretch. Today's two-year-old qualifiers. The live stream is presented by the Central Ontario Standardbred Association. And they're off and trotting. Scamp is going to step out to the early lead. In between horses is You're Still Up from the rail, Oxford Hall, and Lions Warrior gets away 4th in the early going. So it's Scamp up top for Louis Philippe Waugh, and the gelded son of EL Titan will show the way into the first bend. You're Still Up, Oxford Hall, and Lions Warrior. That's how they're situated as they enter that first turn. Scamp in his debut heads to the opening quarter, getting a little closer in second. That is You're Still Up to get right on the leader's back. Opening quarter was trotted in 31 seconds even. They'll move into the backstretch and they tighten up here now, and we're going to get movement. Out from second comes You're Still Up. So Christoforou tugs on the right line, wants to be in control here as they'll march up the backstretch. So circling around, You're Still Up, second qualifier for this son of Royalty for Life, and getting green there was Scamp in second. So Waugh tries to settle him down. Then in third, that's Oxford Hall, and it's about 2.5 lengths back to Lions Warrior in fourth. So it's a loose lead of about 2.5 lengths here for You're Still Up as Scamp gets things straightened out and gets a little closer there in second. They're past the half in 1:03 flat. So they weren't going too much there in the second quarter, 32 seconds. That was the race quarter. A little bit quicker for the leader, You're Still Up, who's on top as they enter the far turn. You're Still Up, who trotted a mile in 2:04 last week in his debut, is leading by about a length and 3/4. Scamp in second. From the back, Lions Warrior has moved to the outside and is on the move for Henry, and then inside to Oxford Hall in fourth. 2-length advantage once again here for You're Still Up as they go to 3/4. 3/4 is hit in 1:33 and 3. 30 and 3 third quarter off the turn and into the stretch. You're Still Up with the lead. It's about 2 lengths on the outside. Lions Warrior is trotting well. And then at the inside, it's Scamp, and back and forth is Oxford Hall. Less than an eighth of a mile to go. You're Still Up with the lead. Scamp outside Lions Warrior. Oxford Hall trying to come through late. You're Still Up here this morning will be first to the line. Finishing in second, that was Scamp. Oxford Hall getting in there for third. Lions Warrior was fourth. 2:01 and 4, the time of the mile. Final quarter, 28 and 1 for the winner. You're Still Up. Here was the order of finish from the first qualifier. Number 1 was Scratch. Number 2, Oxford Hall was third. Number 3 was Scratch. Number 4, Scamp was second. Number 5 was Scratch. Number 6 was Scratch. Number 7, You're Still Up, the winner. And number 8, Lions Warrior was fourth. Top to bottom, Scratch 3, Scratch 2, Scratch, Scratch 1, 4. Fractions were 31, 103, 133 and 3, 201 and 4. The winner was number 7, You're Still Up. Royalty for Life colt, owned and bred by Dustin Jones Stables. Jones is the trainer. The winning driver this morning, Chris Christoforou. Second qualifier for You're Still Up. Finished second last week, timed in 2:04. This week crosses the line first in 2:01 and 4. You're Still Up takes the first of 15 here this morning at Mohawk Park. So we're getting set now for the second qualifier. We'll remain on the trot with the colts and geldings. Got 7 of them out there right now, which means number 2, Sebastian Yu, is the only one missing, so that's the scratch. Here's the field. Number 1, Down to the Honky Tonk. Prestidigitator colt, owned by Dustin Jones Stables. Jones trains and drives. Number 2 is out. Number 3, Mass Legacy, Muscle Mass colt, owned by Celeste Hill, trained by Eddie Green. Green is also in the sulky. Mass Legacy was a $45,000 London yearling sale buy. Number 4, Wholesome Hanover, is an Andover All colt, owned by Scott McEnany and Teresa Davidson. Scott McEnany trains, Sylvan Filion drives, an $11,000 Harrisburg purchase. 5, More Muscle Mass. This is a gelded son of Muscle Mass, owned by Eric Good. Trainer drivers Paul McDonnell, a $15,000 Harrisburg purchase. 6, R. Van Gogh, Archangel colt, owned by Brian Daly, Doug Hastings, and David Detton. Michael Carter is the trainer. The driver is Trevor Henry, a $22,000 London purchase. 7, Blue Cupertino, Cadabra colt, owned by Greg McNair, McKinley and Fielding, and Crawford Farms, trained by Greg McNair. Doug McNair drives, a $20,000 Lexington buy. And number 8 is Bend Over, Uncle Peter colt, owned by the stable Bend Over Group. Anthony McDonald trains and drives, a $16,000 Ohio purchase. So the starting gate swings into the stretch. We got a field of 7. 2-year-old trotters are lined up, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. Mass Legacy from the inside gets off to a nice beginning. In the center, that is More Muscle Mass, who is pushing ahead for McDonnell. Between horses is Wholesome Hanover, so those 3 are the quickest away. From the center, R. Van Gogh, floating away on the outside, Bend Over. Then it is Down to the Honky Tonk, and Blue Cupertino. Into the first bend, and Mass Legacy is up top as they head into the first turn. Settling into second is Wholesome Hanover. Mass Legacy in third, followed by R. Van Gogh in fourth on the outside, Bend Over. Then it is Down to the Honky Tonk, and 2 lengths to the trailer, Blue Cupertino. The opening quarter was trotted in 31-1, and the leader, as they move up the backstretch, is More Muscle Mass. So it's the gelded son of Muscle Mass, More Muscle Mass, leading by about 2 lengths. Racing second is Wholesome Hanover. In third is Mass Legacy. Then trotting there fourth is R. Van Gogh. Racing in fifth is Bend Over. And the final 2 are Down to the Honky Tonk and Blue Cupertino. 2-length advantage up top for More Muscle Mass. Second qualifier for this rookie, making his Mohawk Park debut, and he's passed the half in 102 even. So that was 30-4 in the second quarter. And it's More Muscle Mass carrying the lead into the far turn. Wholesome Hanover enjoying the 2-hole ride. Mass Legacy is inside third, and Bend Over is on the move, coming on the outside now into fourth. R. Van Gogh is racing in fifth. Getting a little funky gated is Down to the Honky Tonk from sixth, and seventh is Blue Cupertino. So More Muscle Mass has some company. Bend Over with a big third quarter move here takes the lead at the third marker in 132-4. So they spin for home after back-to-back 30-4 middle half splits. Bend Over has rushed up to take the lead as they swing into the lane. More Muscle Mass is back in second. Wholesome Hanover now angling to the outside for Filion, and then it's back to a trio as they are into the final 1/8 of the mile, and Bend Over is called upon. Wholesome Hanover trying to track him down late. More Muscle Mass in third. Blue Cupertino finishing well in fourth. Bend Over to win. Finishing second was Wholesome Hanover. Then it was More Muscle Mass, followed by Blue Cupertino, R. Van Gogh, Mass Legacy, and Down to the Honky Tonk, 2:02 the time of the mile. Here's the order of finish from qualifier number 2. Number 1, Down to the Honky Tonk, was 7th. Number 2 was Scratch. Number 3, Mass Legacy, 6th. Number 4, Wholesome Hanover, 2nd. Number 5, More Muscle Mass, 3rd. Number 6, Our Van Gogh, was 5th. Number 7, Blue Cupertino, was 4th. And number 8, Bend Over, was the winner. Top to bottom, 7 Scratch, 6, 2, 3, 5, 4, 1. Fractions were 31 and 1, 102, 132 and 4, 202 flat. The winner was number 8, Bend Over, and Uncle Peter Colt. Trained and driven by Anthony McDonald, a $16,000 Ohio purchase, second qualifier. This one much better than his first. Shaves over 3 seconds off his mile from back on June 8th. Wins in 202 flat. Qualifier number 3 is up next. Wings of the starting gate open. All 8 as listed are on the track. There are no changes here. As we move over to the pace for the first time this morning, let's meet the field. Number 1 is Night Watchman. He's watching Colt, owned by Nurko Sokolovic and Craig Bars. Bars is the trainer. Jody Jameson is the driver. Number 2 is National Sport, a sports writer Colt, owned by 1362313 Ontario Limited. Trained by Richard Morrow. The driver is Louis-Philippe Waugh. This was a $17,000 Lexington Select purchase. 3 is Far Better, gelded son of Better's Delight, owned and bred by Robert McIntosh Stables, CSX Stables, and Al McIntosh Holdings. Bob McIntosh is the trainer. Trevor Henry does the driving. Number 4, Before and Beyond, gelded son of Better's Delight, owned and bred by Millar Farms. Eric Adams trains, Randy Waples drives. Number 5, To Jennifer's Credit, is a son of Up the Credit, owned by Sean Arnott, also the breeder. Shane Arsenault trains, Phil Houdon drives. 6, Better Focus, Better's Delight Colt, owned by Westwind Stable. Brad Grant, McKinley and Fielding, Teresa Davidson, Casey Coleman trains, Bob McClure drives, a $40,000 Lexington purchase. 7, Giddy Up Max, a Better's Delight Colt, owned by David Shea and Lee Fay, trained by Harry Polton. James McDonald drives, the $38,000 Harrisburg buy. And rounding out this field is number 8, Modern Rock, a gelded son of Rock and Roll Heaven, owned by Bedrock Stables, trained by Carmen Osiello, and Jonathan Drury is in the sulky. So there's your field of 8 for our third qualifier as we move over to the Pacers for the first time. Third of 15 on this Saturday morning here at Woodbine Mohawk Park. For those of you watching our live stream at woodbinemohawkpark.com, good morning. This live stream is presented by the Central Ontario Standardbred Association. Starting gate approaching the top of the stretch. It's a field of 8 for the third. Pacers now picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. A green beginning, therefore, to Jennifer's credit. The first one out of there, that is Better Focus. And Better Focus quickly steps out to the early lead. Night Watchman is at the rail. Between horses is Before and Beyond. Outside is Modern Rock. We'll be looking for a spot. Between horses, Giddy Up Max. At the inside, Far Better. Final 2 are National Sport and To Jennifer's Credit. Into the first bend they go, and Better Focus is up top for Bob McClure. Night Watchman in second. Everybody else might have been avoiding the shadows a little bit. In third, and off stride went to Before and Beyond. Looked like that one did jump the shadow. The opening quarter was 30-3 into the backstretch, and it's Better Focus, second qualifier for this son of Better's Delight, leading by about 3.5 lengths. Night Watchman is in second, and then it's quite a margin back to Far Better, who is in third. Racing fourth is Giddy Up Max, inside to National Sport fifth. On the outside, that's Before and Beyond, who's trying to recover after that first turn break. Then it's Modern Rock, and at the rear is To Jennifer's Credit. The half is hit in 59-3. So Better Focus ramped it up there in the second quarter, 29 seconds even, and Better Focus is leading by about 6 lengths into the far turn. Night Watchman in second. Far Better is in third. Giddy Up Max is then in fourth. National Sport back in fifth. being followed sixth by Modern Rock and the final two, to Jennifer's credit, and Before and Beyond. Three quarters is coming up next. McClure calls upon Better Focus. It's getting closer in second as Night Watchman. Three-quarter time was 1:29 and 3. They were into the stretch. It was 30 seconds in the third quarter, and Better Focus trying to find a bit more, looking to finish up this mile strong, but Night Watchman is in behind. Now National Sport is into third. On the outside into fourth, Giddy Up Max. Inside Far Better fifth. 16th to go. Better Focus still with the lead. Night Watchman maybe a late push up the inside, but it's going to be Better Focus to win by about half a length. Finishing second was Night Watchman. Then it was National Sport, followed by Giddy Up Max, Far Better, to Jennifer's credit, Modern Rock, and Before and Beyond, 158 and 1. Here's the order of finish from the third qualifier. Number 1, Night Watchman was second. Number 2, National Sport third. Number 3, Far Better fifth. Number 4, Before and Beyond eighth. Number 5, to Jennifer's credit, was sixth. Number 6, Better Focus, the winner. Number 7, Giddy Up Max fourth. And number 8, Modern Rock, was seventh. Top to bottom, 2, 3, 5, 8, 6, 1, 4, 7. Fractions were 30 and 3. 59 and 3, 129 and 3, 158 and 1, 28 and 3 final quarter. The winner, number 6, Better Focus, a Better's Delight colt trained by Casey Coleman, driven here this morning by Bob McClure. Second qualifier for Better Focus, knocks almost 4 seconds off his time from his original qualifier a week ago. 158 and 1 for the $40,000 Lexington Select yearling sale purchase. Starting gate now beginning to roll for the fourth qualifier, sticking with the Pacers. Scratch number 6, Big Boy Hill. So it'll be a field of 7. Number 1, a Lunar Launch. Vintage Master Colt, owned by Joan Castle, trained by Drew Smith. The driver is Randy Waples. $15,000 London yearling sale buy. 2 is Needless to Say, Where We Needy Colt, owned by Dan and Kim Sargent. Also the breeders, Blake McIntosh trains James McDonald in the sulky. 3, Golden Sand, Some Beach Somewhere Colt, owned by West Wind Stable, John Fielding, Mac Nickel, McKinley and Fielding. Casey Coleman trains, Bob McClure drives, a $110,000 purchase at the Harrisburg yearling sale. 4, Priceless Sunshine, Sunshine Beach Colt, owned by High Stakes Stable, trained by Greg McNair. Doug McNair drives, a $22,000 Harrisburg purchase. 5, Sundown Kid is a Sunshine Beach Colt, owned and bred by the Robert McIntosh Stables, CSX Stables, and Dave Boyle. Bob McIntosh is the trainer. Trevor Henry at the lines. 6 is out. 7 is Watch Avenue. He's watching Colt, owned by the stable Watch Avenue Group, trained by Kevin McMaster. Anthony McDonald drives, a $7,000 Harrisburg purchase. And number 8 is Pharaoh's Reign, Where We Needy Colt, owned by Carl Jamieson and Bill Jones. Carl Jamieson trains, and the driver is Jody Jamieson, a $10,000 Lexington buy. So there's your field for the fourth 7 two-year-old pacing colts on gate. Starting gate approaching the top of the stretch. Rookie pacers lined up, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Watch Avenue looking ready to go off the wings of the gate. Golden Sand, though, is the quickest away for McClure, so Watch Avenue is just crossing over to the pylons. Pharaoh's Reign on the outside, forwardly placed, and it's Needless to Say to get away in fourth. From the rail, Lunar Launch. Then it's Priceless Sunshine, and at the rear is Sundown Kid. Golden Sand is the leader heading towards the opening quarter. In second is Watch Avenue. Pharaoh's Reign in third, and Needless to Say is fourth. The opening quarter was 31 seconds flat. So Golden Sand, the son of Some Beach Somewhere, is on top by a pair moving into the backstretch. Watch Avenue in second, then it's a break of 3.5 lengths to Pharaoh's Reign in third. About that same margin then to Needless to Say, followed by then a 6-length gap back to Lunar Launch, Priceless Sunshine, and Sundown Kid. So here in this second quarter, Golden Sand has picked it up, trying to stay with the leader. That is Watch Avenue. Pharaoh's Reign is about 4 lengths from the top in third. Needless to Say is then in fourth. The half is hit in 59-1. 28-1 second quarter for Golden Sand. Second qualifier for this rookie. And the Some Beach Somewhere Colt leads by 3, going by 5/8. Watch Avenue trying to pick it up in second. Pharaoh's Reign is right behind him in third. Needless to Say got a little closer to the rival in front of him. And then it's quite the gap back to Priceless Sunshine, Lunar Launch, and Sundown Kid. 3 quarters up next. And the Golden Sand will race by the third station in 1:28-2. Off the turn and into the stretch, the third quarter was 29-1. Golden Sand, the leader as they come into the lane. Pharaoh's Reign has moved into second. On the outside, Needless to Say into third. Watch Avenue now back in fourth. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go. Golden Sand finds a little bit more, and Golden Sand pacing home strong here now, stretching out the lead to 5 or 6, coming to the edge of the tote board, and it's Golden Sand to win. Pharaoh's Reign will finish in second. Needless to Say was third. Watch Avenue fourth. Then it's Priceless Sunshine, Lunar Launch, and Sundown Kid. 156-3, 28-1 home for Golden Sand. And with the conclusion of qualifier number 4, we'll now take a break. First of 2 breaks here this morning, allowing horses in the later qualifiers the opportunity to warm up. We'll now take a break. The live stream here this morning of our 2-year-old qualifiers is presented by the Central Ontario Standardbred Association. Back from qualifier number 4, here was the order of finish. Number 1, Lunar Launch was 6th. Number 2, Needless to Say 3rd. Number 3, Golden Sand the winner. Number 4, Priceless Sunshine 5th. Number 5, Sundown Kid 7th. Number 6 was Scratch. Number 7, Watch Avenue 4th. And number 8, Pharaoh's Rain was 2nd. 6-3-1-5, 7 Scratch, 4-2 was the rundown. The fractions were 31, 59 and 1, 128 and 2, 156 and 3. The winner was number 3, Golden Sand, second qualifier for the Son of Some Beach Somewhere, trained by Casey Coleman, driven this morning by Bob McClure. Gets a mark of 156 and 3. He was a $110,000 Harrisburg buy. Up next is qualifier number 5. Pacers again. Let's meet the field. Number 1, Examiner Hanover. He's watching Colt, owned by Brad Grant, Steve Heimbecker, trained by Casey Coleman. Bob McClure drives an $80,000 Harrisburg purchase. 2 is Rub Me, Badlands Hanover Colt, owned by Let It Ride Stables and Dana Parnham. Trainer is Tony O'Sullivan, Chris Christoffrey the driver. 3, Wilson's Vinner, Sunshine Beach Colt, owned and bred by Dave Hudson. $37,000 Lexington grad, Paul McDonnell is the trainer driver. 4, Utopian, Big Jim Colt, owned by Annalise Horn, trained by Harry Polton. Sylvan Filion drives. 5, Shelton Sealster. Shelton Sealster is a He's Watching Colt, owned by Maneri Racing and Kenneth Ewan and Bruce Norris, trained by Dave Maneri. Jody Jameson drives a $130,000 London yearling sale purchase. 6, Irish Prince, Royal Majesty gelding. Brad Gray's the owner, Corey Giles is the trainer, and Trevor Henry's the driver, an $18,000 London grab. 7 is Rosamond Volcano, Sports Writer Colt, owned by W. Donovan. Richard Morrow trains. Louis Waugh drives a $22,000 Lexington purchase. And number 8, Last Mock, Mach 3 Colt, owned by Jeff Gillis, Mac Nickel, Gerald Stay. Jeff Gillis trains. Doug McNair drives an $87,000 Lexington selected yearling sale purchase. Starting gate into the stretch, a field of 8 lined up, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Utopian is flashing some early speed from the center. On the outside, though, Last Mock getting out of there very well and is charging ahead. So it's Last Mock, Shelton Sealster from the center, Utopian at the rail, Examiner Hanover, and then moving into 5th, that was Rosamond Volcano. Getting in front of Rub Me, followed by Wilson's Vinner, and the last one is Irish Prince. They go into the first turn. They spread out a little bit as they're trying to avoid the shadows, and wide there, that is Last Mock now moving over to the rail and is the leader. Opening quarter was 31 seconds flat. So it's Last Mock, but not for long. Here comes Rosamond Volcano on the outside, looking to sweep up now to take the lead. So Examiner Hanover, I should say, comes up to take the lead. That's the red saddle pad, number 1 of Examiner Hanover, who is yet to clear, though, trying to get around Last Mock, and Last Mock stretches him out a bit there. Then it's 2 lengths back to Shelton Sealster in 3rd. Break of about 5 then to Utopian in 4th. Second quarter breaker was Rosamond Volcano. Then it is Rub Me, followed by Wilson's Vinner and Irish Prince. The half was hit in 59 and 3, so they were pacing in the second quarter there, 28 and 3. Off stride went Shelton Sealster in 3rd. So Shelton Sealster went off stride. It's a 2-horse breakaway up top. Examiner Hanover the leader, and in 2nd is Last Mock. Then it's about a dozen lengths back to Utopian in 3rd, followed by Rub Me. Moving on the outside, Irish Prince had another breaker, as that was Wilson's Vinner, who jumped off stride. So 3 quarters was hit in 128 and 2, and they're into the lane. Up top right now, it is Examiner Hanover, followed by Last Mock, who's about 2 lengths away, coming to the 8th pole. Then it's back to Utopian in 3rd, Rub Me in 4th, and Irish Prince is 5th. Less than an 1/8 of a mile to go. Examiner Hanover on top. The lead is growing here in the final 16th. Examiner Hanover pacing strong through the line will win. Last Mock finishes in 2nd. Then it'll be Utopian third, followed by Rub Me, Irish Prince, Shelton Sealster, and then the final two across the line here right now will be Rosamond Volcano and Wilson's Vinner. 155 and 3, 27 and 1 home for Examiner Hanover. Order of finish from Qualifier 5. Number 1, Examiner Hanover was the winner. Number 2, Rub Me was 4th. Number 3, Wilson's Vinner was 8th. Number 4, Utopian 3rd. Number 5, Shelton Sealster 6th. Number 6, Irish Prince 5th. Number 7, Rosamond Volcano 7th. And number 8, Last Mock was 2nd. 148, 365, 72 is the rundown. Fractions were 31, 59 and 3, 128 and 2, 155 and 3 for the winner. Number 1, Examiner Hanover, a He's Watching colt, trained by Casey Coleman, driven to victory by Bob McClure. $80,000 Harrisburg bye. That's the second consecutive qualifying victory for him. Last week he stopped the clock in 56 and 2. This week 55 and 3. Came home in 27 and 1. Up next is the sixth qualifier, continuing with Pacers. Field of 7 on the track. No changes. So number 1, Light Up the Park, is a well-said colt owned by Robert Barry, trained by Carmen Osceola, Jonathan Drury in the sulky, a $62,000 Harrisburg purchase. 2, Better Buckle Up, Better's Delight colt owned by Millar Farms, trained by Eric Adams. Randy Waples drives, an $85,000 London buy. 3, One for Julius, is a He's Watching colt owned by Andrea Lee Racing Stables, also the breeders. Dustin Jones trains, Chris Christoforou steers. 4, Team Best, Some Beach Somewhere colt, Winback Farm, owners and breeders. On this $150,000 Lexington sale grad, Blake McIntosh trains, James McDonald drives. 5 is War Weave Vitals, Captain Treacherous colt owned by Blair Corbeil, Yolanda Fellows, and M&S Racing Stable. Rob Fellows trains, Louis Philippe Watt drives, a $32,000 Lexington purchase. 6 is Beaumont Hanover, Sports Writer colt owned by Jack Darling Stables Limited. Darling trains, Jody Jameson drives, a $45,000 Harrisburg buy. And number 7 is Major Gravity, Art Major colt owned by Christopher Nickel, trained by Dan Legacy. Sylvain Filion is at the controls. Major Gravity was an $11,000 Harrisburg purchase. Qualifier number 6, Pacers behind the gate. Once again, we'd like to thank the Central Ontario Standardbred Association for their sponsorship of our 2-year-old qualifier live stream. Good morning to those of you, wherever you're watching. And hello to those of you that are with us here on track this morning at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Starting gate to the top of the stretch, a field of 7 is lined up. And they're off and pacing. Let's give the first call here to Better Buckle Up, moving out from post 2 for Waples. In the center, that is Team Best. At the rail, Light Up the Park, holding ground. Then it is One for Julius. Crossing over into 5th, that is Major Gravity to get in front of Warrawee Vital. And the final one is Beaumont Hanover. So they're pretty much tightly packed here. Nose to helmet going into the first turn. Team Best is getting around to take the lead heading to the opening quarter. So Team Best in control heading to the opening quarter on top by a pair. That opening panel was paced in 31 and 2. So Team Best, the son of Some Beach Somewhere, second qualifier for him. He won last week in 155 and 4 with a 27-second kicker. He's on top, but he's got some company. Light Up the Park is out from 3rd and rushing up now to seize command here in the second quarter. Better Buckle Up has been relegated to 3rd. Then it's a break of about 5 or 6. Back to One for Julius in 4th, followed closely by Major Gravity, then Warrawee Vital and Beaumont Hanover. The half is going to be posted here by Light Up the Park, and it's on the board in a minute even. So Light Up the Park, the well-said colt, went 3rd to 1st there in the second quarter. This is his second qualifier. He's on top, and Team Best may be coming out for more. Team Best is sitting there in 2nd, but getting ready to roll. Racing in 3rd is Better Buckle Up, and then it's about a dozen lengths back to the rest of them. As pacing in 4th, that is One for Julius, followed by Major Gravity, Warrawee Vital, and Beaumont Hanover. 3 quarters, Light Up the Park is there in 128 and 2. 28 and 2 third quarter. Team Best still in behind in 2nd, and Better Buckle Up is there in 3rd. Nobody's moved just yet. Now Team Best angles to the outside and is going to try and shoot on by. Light Up the Park will look to dig in. Team Best is coming on the outside, and then Better Buckle Up is back in 3rd, coming into deep stretch, and on the outside, Team Best is getting on by. Team Best powering home to win. Light Up the Park beat by 3 parts of the length. 2nd. Then it was Better Buckle Up, tight for 4th, as it was either One for Julius or Beaumont Hanover. Then it was Major Gravity and Warrawee Vital, 156 and 1. Here's the order of finish from Qualifier 6. Number 1, Light Up the Park was second. Number 2, Better Buckle Up, third. Number 3, One for Julius, fifth. Number 4, Team Best, the winner. Number 5, War We Vital, third. Number 6, Beaumont Hanover, fourth. And number 7, Major Gravity was sixth. 2, 3, 5, 1, 3, 4, 6 was your order of finish. 31 and 2, a minute flat. 128 and 2, 156 and 1. The winner, Team Best, second consecutive victory. $150,000 Lexington grad. Winback Farm, the owner of breeders of this Sun Beach Somewhere. Colt Blake McIntosh, the trainer. James McDonald, the driver. 156 and 1. Just a clarification on that rundown from the sixth qualifier. Top to bottom, it was 2351746. 2351746. Qualifier 7 up next. Back over to the trot now. Number 1, Loved by the Masses. Muscle Mass Gelding, owned by Wade Piccone, Windermere Farms. Edward Piccone is the trainer. Mike Saftick drives. Number 2, Magic's Wizard, EL Titan Colt, owned by Donald Lashide. Also the breeder. Dave Maneri trains. Jody Jameson drives. 3, Time Will Tear It, a Cadabra Colt, owned, trained, and driven by Rod Hughes, an $11,000 Lexington purchase. 4, Savini, Explosive Matter Colt, owned by Robert McNerney. Victor Putty trains. Trevor Henry drives, a $15,000 Lexington purchase. 5, Enduring Strength, Angus Hall Colt, owned by the stable Enduring Strength, trained by Anthony McDonald. Mario Bayarjan is the driver, a $17,000 Lexington purchase. 6, Dr. Magic, Cadabra Colt, Springhaven Farm owns. Herb Holland trains. Michael Whalen drives, a $9,000 Harrisburg purchase. And 7 is Bronze Yankee, Muscles Yankee Colt, owned by Winback Farm, trained by Blake McIntosh. Chris Christopher drives, a $42,000 Goshen yearling sale purchase. Starting gate into the stretch. Trotters lined up, and here they come. Off stride is number 7, Bronze Yankee. The rest of them are off and trotting, and Enduring Strength is going to shoot from the center at the inside. That's Loved by the Masses and Magic's Wizard. Those two going side by side, and Loved by the Masses rolled off stride. Then it is Time Will Tear It now, who's going to move into third, followed by Savini, Dr. Magic, and then the Breakers, Loved by the Masses, and Bronze Yankee. Up top, it's Enduring Strength. The Angus Hall Colt will show the way. Debut qualifier here, and Enduring Strength heads to the opening quarter. Magic's Wizards is behind him in second. Time Will Tear It in third. That opening quarter was trotted in 31 and 1. So Enduring Strength moving them into the backstretch as 5 remain. We had 2 breakers in the early going. Magic's Wizard in second. Racing in third as Time Will Tear It. Then it's 2.5 lengths back to Savini in fourth, who is followed by Dr. Magic in fifth. Trying to catch up to the main pack is Loved by the Masses, and Bronze Yankee is well back. So we head up towards the half, and Enduring Strength is on top here. 31 and 1 was the opening quarter, and Enduring Strength looking comfortable on the lead. Magic Magic's Wizard is following him in second, and Time Will Tear It is in third. The half was 102 and 3. So Enduring Strength heading into the far turn. Whip over his back now as he continues to march along. Magic's Wizard is in second and getting a little bit closer at the moment. Time Will Tear It in third. Then in fourth, that is Savini, 2.5 lengths back to Dr. Magic, followed by that is Loved by the Masses, who has gotten into the mix once again. 3/4 is coming up next. Enduring Strength, and Magic's Wizard is ready for the stretch drive out of the deuce. 3/4 time, 133 and 2. They are coming into the stretch. Enduring Strength is trying to find a little more. Magic's Wizard now coming to the outside is trying to muscle on by. These two are coming to the 8th pole. At the inside, Enduring Strength, and on the outside, Magic's Wizard. Enduring Strength is battling tough at the rail. Magic's Wizard, though, is trying to wear him down. Magic's Wizard on the outside pokes ahead in front, and it's Magic's Wizard to win. Enduring Strength finishes in second. Time Will Tear It was third. Then it was Loved by the Masses, followed by Dr. Magic, Savini, and Bronze Yankee. 201 and 4 for Magic's Wizard. Order finished from qualifier number 7. Number 1, Loved by the Masses, was 4th. Number 2, Magic's Wizard, the winner. Number 3, Time Will Tear It, was 3rd. Number 4 was Savini, he was 6th. Number 5, Enduring Strength, was 2nd. Number 6, Miss Dr. Magic, was 5th. And number 7, Bronze Yankee, was 7th. 413-6257. Fractions were 31 and 1, 102 and 3, 133 and 2, 201 and 4. The winner, number 2, Magic's Wizard, an EL Titan colt, owned and bred by Donald Lashide, trained by Dave Maneri, driven to victory by Jody Jamieson. Debut qualifier is a winning one, 201-4. Qualifiers continue. Qualifier 8 on the trot once again. Field of 7, no changes. Number 1, Hometown Boys. Muscle Mass colt owned by the stable Hometown Boys and Terry DeVos, trained by Anthony McDonald. Mario Bayerjean drives. 2 is Hot Wheels, gelded son of Wheelin' and Dealin'. Jody Jamieson is the owner and driver. Stephanie Jamieson trains. A $15,000 London purchase. 3 is Awesome Dabra, Cadabra colt owned by Gary Lance, who also trains. Chris Christopher drives a $45,000 Lexington buy. 4 is Gamblin' Road, Holiday Road colt, who is owned by the Robert McIntosh Stables and James Walker and Mardon Stables. Bob McIntosh trains. Trevor Henry drives. 5 is Ripped and Ready, Muscle Mass colt, owned by Dr. Ruth Irving, trained by Richard Morrow. Louis-Philippe Waz in the sulky, a $37,000 London buy. 6 is French Twist, Angus Hall colt, owned, trained, and driven by Daniel O'Brien. And number 7 is Aussie Lover, Angus Hall colt, owned and trained by Gino Cicero, and Steve Byron is the driver, a $20,000 London yearling sale purchase. Starting gate into the stretch, a field of 7 on the trot, lined up, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. French Twist from the outside along with Aussie Lover. They're looking to their left, and they're going to be able to clear in front of their 5 other rivals as Hometown Boys is from the rail, and Hot Wheels to his outside will move into 3rd. Then it's Awesome Dabra, followed by Gamblin' Road and Ripped and Ready. To the top, it's Aussie Lover. That lead's probably going to be short-lived, though. Hot Wheels to the outside. Off stride went French Twist. French Twist jumped the shadow there going into the first turn and went off stride in 3rd. Hometown Boys is in 4th, followed followed by Awesome Dabra. Then it's 2 lengths back to Gamblin' Road, and the final one is Ripped and Ready. Opening quarter was 31 and 3. So Hot Wheels is in control, and Hot Wheels is leading by 5. Up the backside they go. Aussie Lover in second, Hometown Boys in third, 2.5 lengths back to Awesome Dabra in fourth, 3 lengths then to Gamblin' Road with a pair back to Ripped and Ready, and then it was the first turn breaker, French Twist, who is currently 7th, and it is a sizable margin here at the half for Hot Wheels, 101 and 2, the half-mile clocking. So that was 29 and 4 in the second quarter, and Hot Wheels already with a qualifier under his belt. That was a successful one of 203 and 4 as he won last week. What's he doing here this week? He's leading by a dozen lengths as they go by 5/8. Back in second is Hometown Boys, and then it's 3 lengths back as they head towards 3/4 to Aussie Lover. On the outside, Awesome Dabra is moving. Then it is Gamblin' Road, followed by Ripped and Ready and French Twist. 3/4 was hit in 131 even. So turning for home, 29 and 3 third quarter, and Hot Wheels is going to try and close this one out strong. It's all Hot Wheels here in qualifier number 8. Battle is on for second between Aussie Lover and Awesome Dabra. Then it is Hometown Boys, followed by Gamblin' Road, Ripped and Ready, and French Twist. Into deep stretch. Hot Wheels at least is into deep stretch. It's Hot Wheels to win again. Finishing in second, that is Awesome Dabra. Then it was Aussie Lover third, followed by Ripped and Ready, Gamblin' Road, Hometown Boys, and French Twist. 2 minutes and 2/5 for Hot Wheels. Here's the order of finish from Qualifier 8. Number 1, Hometown Boys was 6. Number 2, Hot Wheels, the winner. Number 3, Awesome Dabra, 2nd. Number 4, Gamblin' Road, 5th. Number 5, Ripped and Ready, 4th. Number 6, French Twist, 7th. And number 7, Aussie Lover was 3rd. Top to bottom, 612, 5473. Fractions were 31 and 3, 101 and 2, 131. 2 minutes and 2/5. The winner was number 2, Hot Wheels. Back-to-back Q victories for this gelded son of wheelin' and dealin'. A $15,000 London buy. Jody Jameson, the owner and driver. Stephanie Jameson, the trainer. 2:03 and 4 last week. 2 minutes and 2/5. So knocked over 3 seconds off that this week as he gets the job done in the 8th. Up next is the 9th qualifier. Take out number 3, Heart on My Sleeve. Leaves us with a field of 6. Number 1, Mcpherson Thunder, is a Sunshine Beach colt owned by the stable Mcpherson Group and Kerry Howard, trained by Anthony McDonald. Mario by Argent drives. 2 is Lose Delight, Better's Delight colt owned by Yolanda Fellows, Arpad Zabo, and Blair Corbeil. Rob Fellows trains. Louis Philippe Waugh drives. This was a $20,000 Lexington selected yearling sale purchase. 3 is out. 4, My Inside Voice, Thinking Out Loud gelding, owned by Catherine McClure, trained by George McClure. Trevor Henry drives. 5, Sam McKee Hanover, sports writer colt owned by Westwind Stable, John Fielding, Robert Darrow, and Michael Cote, trained by Casey Coleman. Bob McClure drives. A $60,000 Harrisburg purchase. 6 in the field, Double Agent Man, a Better's Delight colt owned by Greg McNair, Bloomingwood Farms, Wayne McRae, and Jeffrey Skinner, trained by Greg McNair. Doug McNair drives. An $82,000 Harrisburg grad. And 7 is Tint of Mint, American Ideal colt, owned and bred by White Birch Farm. Dan Legacy trains. Sylvan Filion drives. A $75,000 Lexington sale grad. Starting 8 coming to the top of the stretch. Take out number 3. We're down to a half dozen here for a qualifier, number 9. Field of 6 on gate, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Tint of Mint from the outside is hustling out of there. From the center, Sam McKee Hanover. At the inside, that's Mcpherson Thunder. No doubt about it who the quickest away here was. Tint of Mint out to the early lead. So Sam McKee Hanover moved in front of Mcpherson Thunder. Then it is My Inside Voice in 4th, followed by Lose Delight and Double Agent Man. Into the first bend they go. And Tint of Mint, the American Ideal colt, second qualifier for him. He is on the point here heading to the opening quarter, which is going to come up on the board in 31 and 1. So it's Tint of Mint leading by about a length and a half. Sam McKee Hanover follows from in second. Then it's 2 lengths back to Mcpherson Thunder in third. My Inside Voice getting it going there in fourth. Then it's 3 lengths back to Lose Delight in fifth, who is followed by Double Agent Man. Up the backside they go, 3/8 in the books. And now from fourth, here comes My Inside Voice. He was ready to get it going, and now he is moving here for Henry in the second quarter. So Tint of Mint has been the leader. Filion gives him a couple whip taps as he tries to keep things going. And on the outside, it's My Inside Voice up to the leader's wheel at the half in 101 and 1. So Tint of Mint getting a little company now. My Inside Voice is up to his saddle pad. Meanwhile, Sam McKee Hanover is 2 lengths from the top in third. Then it's a break of 3.5 to Mcpherson Thunder in fourth. A 6-length gap back to Lose Delight in fifth. And 6 is Double Agent Man. So My Inside Voice was on the move here in the middle half, and Tint of Mint is turning him aside. Tint of Mint heading to 3 quarters now. On the outside, that's My Inside Voice. Sam McKee Hanover 2.5 lengths away. 3/4 time was 129 and 4. So they're into the stretch. And and Tint of Mint is trying to close this one out. Sam McKee Hanover ready to roll now for McClure, and coming on in the center. Tint of Mint at the rail, and here's Sam McKee Hanover was powering up. Meanwhile, it is my inside voice in third, Mcpherson Thunder in fourth. Tint of Mint not going away quietly, little fumbly gated there, and on the outside, Sam McKee Hanover will get on by to win. Tint of Mint was second, then it was Mcpherson Thunder, followed by my inside voice, Lose Delight, and Double Agent Man, 158 flat. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're on a break here this morning. Horses the opportunity to warm up as we've got 9 in the books. Qualifiers 10 through 15 coming up in about 10 to 15 minutes. We will resume. Time to resume the qualifiers here this morning at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Qualifier 10 up next. Pacers are on the track. Andre Goyce drives number 2, Doc Finelli. It's a field of 8. Number 1, Anetto. Better's Delight Colt, owned by Sinerco Ventures, trained by Tim Gillespie. Bob McClure drives, $44,000 Harrisburg purchase. 2, Doc Finelli. Badlands Hanover Colt, owned and trained by Kyle Bossens. Andre Goyce drives. This was a $14,000 London yearling sale purchase. 3, Bet on a Dream, Better Than Cheddar Colt, owned by Hut Racing Stable. Blake McIntosh trains. James McDonald drives, a $17,000 Harrisburg buy. Number 4, Full View, Some Beach Somewhere Colt, Millar Farms owns. Eric Adams trains. Randy Waples is in the sulky. This was a $215,000 purchase at the Harrisburg yearling sale. 5 is Notch 10, War We Needy Gelding, James Downer, Carmen Osiello own. Osiello trains. Jonathan Drury drives. 6, Calling All Beaches, Some Beach Somewhere Colt, owned by Maneri Guerrero, Blue Chip Bloodstock, Holland Racing Stable, and PBG Stables. Dave Maneri trains. Jody Jamieson drives, a $135,000 Harrisburg purchase. 7, Allywag Hanover, Captain Treacherous Colt, owned by Hanover, trained by Dan Legacy. Sylvan Filion is in the sulky, a $95,000 Harrisburg purchase. And 8 is Journalistic, as a sports writer gelding, owned by Blair Corbeil, Yolanda Fellows, and Arpad Zabo. Rob Fellows trains. Louis Watt drives, a $30,000 Lexington Select purchase. Starting gate moves to the top of the stretch. A field of 8 lined up for the 10th. Picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Getting out of there well was Doc Finelli at the inside. Out of the center, Notch 10 is going to split rivals and looks to surge up to the early lead. Calling All Beaches on the outside. Inside of that one is Full View, and then there's Doc Finelli in 4th. Outside, Allywag Hanover will try to find a spot. In front of Bet on a Dream, followed by Journalistic, and Anetto is the trailer. Into the first bend they go, and it's Notch 10 up top here for Drury. Full View is riding in 2nd, and then in 3rd, that is Calling All Beaches. The opening quarter was paced in 28 and 3, fastest opening quarter of the morning to this point. And it is Notch 10 on top. Racing 2nd is Full View, Calling All Beaches in 3rd. Then a break of 2.5 back to Doc Finelli in 4th, followed then 5th by Allywag Hanover, 2 lengths then, as they go up the backside to Bet on a Dream, Journalistic, and Netto at the back. And we had a second quarter move up to the lead. Full View circled around Notch 10, and it's Full View. The leader got green on the front, just started to pull himself up there, had to go to the outside, and they got by the half in 59 seconds even. So, interesting moment there. Full View is on the outside as Notch 10 got the lead back there as he inherits it when Full View got green, who will stay on the outside and now is going to grind away inside 3rd to Calling All Beaches. We got a movement on the outside coming from Allywag Hanover, who's driving up into 4th. Inside 5th to Doc Finelli. On the outside, Bet on a Dream. Then it's Journalistic and Anetto. To 3/4 they go, and it's a half-length advantage here for Notch 10 at 3/4 in 1:27 and 3, and they'll spin into the lane. Notch 10 at the inside. On the outside, Full View, trying to gut this one out. And here in the center of the track comes Allywag Hanover. In behind, that is Calling All Beaches. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go. Notch 10, Allywag Hanover, Calling All Beaches in Full View. Notch 10, still at the inside. On the outside, Allywag Hanover coming to the line. And it's going to be very tight. A tight finish there. It was either Notch 10 at the inside or Allywag Hanover on the outside. Time of the mile, 1:55 flat. Here was the order of finish from qualifier number 10. Number 1, Neneto was 8th. Number 2, Doc Finelli was 5th. Number 3, Bet on a Dream 6th. Number 4, Full View 4th. Number 5, Notch 10 was the winner. Number 6, Calling All Beaches 3rd. Number 7, Allywag Hanover 2nd. Number 8, Journalistic was 7th. 8, 5, 6, 4, 1, 3, 2, 7 is your order of finish. Fractions were 28 and 3, 59, 127 and 3, 155 flat. The winner was number 5, Notch 10, a gelded son of War We Needy, owned by James Downer and Carmen Osiello. Osiello, the winning trainer. Jonathan Drury was in the sulky. 155 back-to-back victories for Notch 10. With that mile here, it equals the fastest mile this season by a 2-year-old in Canada. If you go back to qualifier number 9, here was the rundown. Number 1, Mcpherson Thunder was 3rd. Number 2, Lose Delight was 5th. Number 3 was Scratched. Number 4, My Inside Voice was 4th. Number 5, Sam McKee Hanover was the winner. Number 6, Double Agent Man was 6th. And number 7, Tint of Mint was 2nd. 3-5, Scratch 4162 was your rundown from the 9th qualifier. The time of the mile was 158. Fractions were 31 and 1, 101 and 1, 129 and 4, 158. We're getting set for the 11th qualifier. Those of you watching our live stream, thanks for tuning in here this morning. I'd like to thank the Central Ontario Standardbred Association for their sponsorship of our qualifying live stream. Final horse for this 11th qualifier steps out onto the track, so it'll be a field of 8. Let's meet the field. Number 1 is Cowboy Logic, a Western Ideal colt owned by 118742 Ontario Inc., trained by Rob Fellows. Sylvan Filion drives, a $35,000 Harrisburg yearling purchase. 2 is YS Mathis, sports writer colt owned by Yves Sarrazin, trained by Jacques Dupont and driven by Louis-Philippe Bois. Number 3, Better at High Tide, Better's Delight colt owned by the Schooner 2 stable, also the breeders. Paul McDonnell's the trainer driver. 4 is Apple Corp Hanover. He's watching colt owned by Travis Henry and Princeton Farms, along with Craig Wood, trained by Matty Henry and driven by Travis Henry, a $10,000 Harrisburg purchase. 5 is Aces Rock, Better's Delight colt owned by Westwind Stable, Mac Nickel, Gerald Stay, Brad Grant, trained by Casey Coleman. Jonathan Drury drives, a $140,000 Lexington selected yearling sale purchase. 6 is 3 Trick Gainer, gelded son of Mach 3, owned and bred by Brad Gray, trained by Corey Giles. Doug McNair steers. 7, The Amazing Sando, Dally colt owned by Hubert McDonald and Jamie Smith, trained by Harry Polton. James McDonald drives. And number 8, Play Therapy, American Ideal colt owned by Maneri Racing, Michael Guerrero and Kenneth Ewan, trained by Dave Maneri, driven by Jody Jameson, a $35,000 Harrisburg grad. Starting gate moves into the stretch, a field of 8 for qualifier number 11. Pacers are picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing from the outside. That is Play Therapy, who is going ahead and gets a couple taps there from Jameson. In the center is Aces Rock. Then it's 3-Trick Gainer between horses to the inside, Better at High Tide. Moving into fifth, that is Apple Corp Hanover, slides in front of Cowboy Logic. Outside is YS Mathis. And the final one as they go into the first turn is the Amazing Sando. Looking to clear to the top is 3-Trick Gainer, looking to get around Play Therapy, while Aces Rock will watch from in third. The opening quarter was 29 and 2. So they'll move into the backstretch. And 3-Trick Gainer, the gelded son of Mach 3, is up top here for McNair. Play Therapy is racing in second. Aces Rock in third. Followed fourth then by Better at High Tide. 2 lengths back to, as they go up the backside, Apple Corp Hanover in fifth. Then it is YS Mathis. The final two are Cowboy Logic and the Amazing Sando. A length and a half advantage here for 3-Trick Gainer. Second qualifier for this rookie. Racing second, Play Therapy in his debut. And Aces Rock is in third. Racing fourth is Better at High Tide, who might be getting underway soon. Coming to the outside, that is YS Mathis. The half was hit in 59 and 4. 30 and 2 in the second quarter. And there's that movement from mid-pack. Better at High Tide underway first up, so catching cover is YS Mathis. Racing inside sixth, that is Apple Corp Hanover, getting into the outer flow. And advancing is Cowboy Logic, who will be tracked by the Amazing Sando. 4 in, 4 out, 3 quarters coming up next. Length and a half advantage here for 3-Trick Gainer. Play Therapy has been getting the 2-hole ride. Better at High Tide on the outside. Second over is YS Mathis, and he looks ready to roll in the lane. And in behind horses is Aces Rock. 3/4 time was 1:30 and 1. They're into the stretch, and here's YS Mathis on the outside off cover, and he is charging on the outside, looking to take the lead. Better at High Tide in the center. 3-Trick Gainer surrenders the lead now in third. Aces Rock in behind, and then that is also Play Therapy in the mix, but YS Mathis charges on the outside off cover to win. Finishing in second was Better at High Tide. Then it was Aces Rock, 3-Trick Gainer, Play Therapy, the Amazing Sando, Cowboy Logic, and Apple Corp Hanover. 157 and 2 for YS Mathis. Order of finish from the 11th, number 1 Cowboy Logic was 7th, number 2 YS Mathis the winner, number 3 Better at High Tide 2nd, number 4 Apple Corp Hanover 5th, number 5 Aces Rock 3rd, number 6 3 Trick Gainer 4th, number 7 The Amazing Sando 6th, and number 8 Playing Therapy was 5th. Top to bottom 712 53465. The fractions should say the rundown was 712 83465. Fractions were 29 and 2, 59 and 4, 130 and 1, 157 and 2. An impressive final quarter from YS Mathis to win. Second qualifier for this son of sports writer. Trained by Jacques Dupont, driven victory by Louis-Philippe Bois. Wins here this morning in 157 and 2. Qualifier 12 is up next. 2-year-old pacing colts. Number 1, Arrhythmic Surge, better than Cheddar Colt, owned by Arrhythmic LLC, trained by Rob Fellows, Louis Waugh drives. 2, My Better's Dell, Better's Delight Colt, owned by Gestion Mario Audette and Yves Sarrazin, trained by Jacques Dupont, driven by Bob McClure. 3, Colima, He's Watching Colt, owned by Bloomingwood Farms Limited, trained by Greg McNair. Doug McNair drives. 4, Sir James the Great, Big Jim Colt, owned by Dogfin Henriksen and Gary Volpe. Dogfin Henriksen is the trainer-driver, a $15,000 London yearling sale buy. 5 is Malicious Colt, owned by Dr. Ian Moore, Reginald Mcpherson, and David Silifant. Dr. Ian Moore trains and drives. $13,500 yearling purchase at the Atlantic Classic sale. Number 6, Don't Believe Me, Just Watch. He's Watching Colt, owned by the stable. Don't Believe Me, Just Watch. Kevin McMaster trains. James McDonald drives. 7, Better Take It, Better Delight Colt, owned by the Robert McIntosh Stables, Dave Boyle, and Mardon Stables. Bob McIntosh trains. Trevor Henry drives. And number 8, Acrobat Hanover, Sports Writer Colt. Dan Legacy trains. Breeder was Hanover Shoe Farms. Sylvan Filion drives. A $40,000 Harrisburg yearling sale grad. Starting to get into the stretch, a field of 8 lined up, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. A fairly even beginning here. Don't Believe Me, Just Watch gets out from the center well, along with next door neighbor Malicious. Then it is the inside. It's Sir James the Great. From the outside, Acrobat Hanover. Getting away in 5th is My Better's Dell. Arrhythmic Surge is 6th, followed 7th by Colima, and 8th is Better Take It as they enter the first bend. So, Don't Believe Me, Just Watch is the leader for James McDonald. Racing in 2nd is Malicious, and on the outside, Acrobat Hanover parked through the opening quarter, which was up on the board in 30 and 1. So now moving ahead, Acrobat Hanover is just going to work his way up to the top, and will look to clear before 3/8. Don't Believe Me, Just Watch is in 2nd, followed 3rd by Malicious, who has a company on his back in Sir James the Great, and coming out from fifth with a big second quarter rush, this is My Better's Dell. So they were getting jammed up a little bit there in mid-pack. My Better's Dell was already out and rolling and has moved up to take the lead from Acrobat Hanover. Don't Believe Me Just Watch is in third. Then in fourth is Manlicious. The half was hit in 1:02. Let's check in fifth with Sir James the Great, who is followed sixth by a Rhythmic Surge. On his back, seventh is Colima, and eighth coming to the outside, Better Take It. They go by 5/8. My Better's Dell is on top, and the Better's Delight Colt in his second qualifier, looking good on the lead. Acrobat Hanover in second. Third is Don't Believe Me Just Watch. Backing up at the inside, that is Manlicious. So Sir James the Great will go around him. Outside, Better Take It's into sixth. Inside seventh, the Rhythmic Surge. And the trailer as they go by 3/4 was Colima. 1:29.1 was the 3/4 time, and they're into the stretch. Drifting out a little bit, My Better's Dell. It's My Better's Dell with the lead. Trying to come on there in second is Acrobat Hanover, and Don't Believe Me Just Watch is looking to split late into the final 16th of the mile. Coming out into the center of the track, My Better's Dell. My Better's Dell will win. Finishing second, Acrobat Hanover. Third was Don't Believe Me Just Watch. Then it was Sir James the Great, followed by Colima, Acrobat Hanover, a Rhythmic Surge, and Manlicious. 1:57 flat for My Better's Dell. Order of finish from qualifier 12. Number 1, A Rhythmic Surge was 7th. Number 2, My Better's Dell, the winner. Number 3, Colima was 5th. Number 4, Sir James the Great, 4th. Number 5, Manlicious was 8th. Number 6, Don't Believe Me Just Watch was 3rd. Number 7, Better Take It, 6th. And number 8, Acrobat Hanover was 2nd. Top to bottom, 7:15, 4:8, 3:62. Fractions were 30 and 1. A minute. 1:29 and 1. 1:57 flat. My Better's Dell. Better's Delight Colt gets the victory. Second qualifier for the Jacques Dupont trainee. Last week finished third. Timed in 1:59. Today he's first to the line in 1:57 flat. Home in 27 and 4. Bob McClure was in the sulky. Up next, qualifier 13 out of 15. Take out number 7. Well muscled. That will leave us with a field of 7. From the inside out, number 1, Rubble on the Double. Muscle Mass Colt. Owned and bred by David and Ben Holiday. Dave Holiday trains. Ryan Holiday drives. 2 is Solid, Cadabra Colt, owned by RAW Equine, Ross Warner, Donald Whalen, and Carolyn McIsaac. Herb Holland trains. Sylvan Filion drives, a $40,000 Lexington purchase. 3, He Talks to Angels, Archangel Colt, owned and bred by Winback Farm. Blake McIntosh trains. Chris Christopher drives, $38,000 Lexington grad. 4, Sebastian Ray, Sebastian K. Colt, owned by 1187422 Ontario Inc., trained by Anthony McDonald. Mario by Argent drives, a $50,000 Lexington purchase. 5, Chocolate Pie, Archangel Colt. Kyle Bossens is the owner-trainer. Andre Goischel drive, $17,000 London purchase. 6 is Port Perry, Cadabra Colt, owned by Determination, trained by Luke Blais. Bob McClure drives, an $85,000 Lexington purchase. 7 is out. 8 is Kenagami Coco, Wheelin' and Dealin' Colt, owned by Jean-Francois Reed, Marie-Claude Reed, trained by Danny Fontaine, and driven by Trevor Henry. Starting gate into the stretch, off stride, number 3, He Talks to Angels. Resets now, rest of them on gate. And the raw fan trotting solid off to just that, a solid beginning. At the outside, it's Sebastian Ray. In behind as He Talks to Angel, so that early break isn't going to hurt his early positioning as he's now trotting on for Christoforou. Rubble on the double inside, then it's Chocolate Pie, followed by Port Perry and Kenagami Coco as everybody's just going to now move over to the rail. So into the first turn, and the leader is Solid, followed second by Sebastian Ray. He Talks to Angels, an interesting opening quarter here as Christoforou's trying to settle him down there into third. The opening quarter was 32-3. Off stride in the first turn went Rubble on the double. So moving into the backstretch, it's a 2-length advantage here for Solid. Racing in second, Sebastian Ray, followed third by He Talks to Angels. Then it's 4 lengths back to Chocolate Pie in fourth. 2 lengths then to Port Perry, who is fifth, followed sixth by Kenagami Coco, and Rubble on the double as well back after the first turn break. Now out of second and coming up to take the lead, Sebastian Ray circles around here just before the half, and Sebastian Ray is on top at the half in 104 flat. So it's a 104 half here, and Sebastian Ray is now the leader, and the son of Sebastian K in his debut qualifier moved up to the top and leads by about 5 or 6 here. Solid trying to pick it up, and now to the outside He Talks to Angels. Then it's 6 lengths back to Chocolate Pie in fourth with a break of 3. Then to Port Perry, angling to the outside Kenagami Coco. Rubble on the double is last. 3/4 is coming up for Sebastian Ray, and he reaches that marker in 133 even. So the tempo picked up significantly there. 29 seconds in the third quarter, and off a 3/4 time of 133, Sebastian Ray is going to try and close this one out strong. Here on the outside, He Talks to Angels. Inside to Solid in third, and then well back to Chocolate Pie in fourth. Less than an eighth of a mile to go. Sebastian Ray in his debut Q, a $50,000 Lexington buy. This son of Sebastian K is going to win. Finishing in second, Solid. Third was He Talks to Angels, and then Port Perry came through for fourth, trotting strong through the line, followed by Chocolate Pie, Kenagami Coco, and Rubble on the double, 201 and 2. Order finished from the 13th qualifier. Number 1, Rubble on the Double was 7th. Number 2, Solid 2nd. Number 3, He Talks to Angels 3rd. Number 4, Sebastian Ray the winner. Number 5, Chocolate Pie 5th. Number 6, Port Perry 4th. Number 7 was Scratch. And number 8, Kenagami Coco was 6th. 7, 2, 3, 1, 5, 4. Scratch 6 on the bottom. Fractions were 32 and 3, 104, 133, 201 and 2 for the winner. Number 4, Sebastian Ray, a Sebastian K. Cole. That was a $50,000 Lexington buy. Anthony McDonald trains Mario Barajan, the sulky. Debut qualifier is a winning one. Up next is the 14th qualifier, scratch number 1, Moonlight Boy. Here's the field. Number 2, Social Theories, a gelded son of Better's Delight, owned by Millar Farms, also the breeders. Eric Adams trains, Randy Waples drives. 3 is Stony Curtis, Sunshine Beach Colt, owned by Bedrock Stables, trained by Carmen Osiello, Jonathan Drury in the sulky. 4 is Linus, James McDonald drives for trainer Dave Maneri. This Roll with Joe Colt is owned by Crawford Farms, Michael Guerrero, and Sean Gillespie, a $20,000 Lexington Select purchase. 5 is Rebel Devil, Badlands Hanover Colt, owned by 1187422 Ontario Inc., trained by Rob Fellows and driven by Sylvan Filion. 6 is Mayhem Hanover, owned by Scott Horner and Clay Horner, trained by Greg McNair. This son of sports writer was an $80,000 Harrisburg purchase. And number 7 is Frontier Cruise, Sunshine Beach Colt, owned by the stable Frontier Cruise, trained by Anthony McDonald. Mario Bayarjan's in the sulky, a $22,000 Lexington buy. Starting gate swings into the stretch for our 14th qualifier. 2-year-old pacers are lined up, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Stony Curtis is off to a nice beginning. So too is Linus from the center, and trying to drive out strong from the outside is Frontier Cruise. 3 across in the early going. Also getting into the mix behind horses, that is Mayhem Hanover. At the inside, it's Social Theories and Rebel Devil. So this group of 6 tightly packed heading into the first turn, and Linus is the leader. It's Linus up top. Just inside, that is Stony Curtis under a real tight hold there from Jonathan Drury, as he's fighting with him a bit to let Linus go through an opening quarter of 30 seconds flat. So Linus does get command, and in second and settling down to Stony Curtis. There in third is Social Theories. Racing in fourth is Frontier Cruise. Then it's 3 lengths back to Mayhem Hanover in fifth, with a 2.5 margin back to Rebel Devil 6. Heading up the backside they go, and Linus, third qualifier for Linus, and he is on top here, leading by about a length and a half. In the 2 hole is Stony Curtis. Then in third is Social Theories. Fourth, that is Frontier Cruise. Mayhem Hanover's got a little bit closer fifth. And sixth is Rebel Devil. The half is hit in a minute and 2/5. 30-2 in the second quarter. And Linus is now rolling them into the far turn. Stony Curtis in second. And then in third is Social Theories. A couple whip taps to Frontier Cruise. Mayhem Hanover is fifth, and continuing to pace sixth is Rebel Devil. Hasn't been any movement yet. The rookies stay along the cones as they head towards 3 quarters. And Linus is going to get them to the third station with Stony Curtis right on his back, ready for the stretch drive. We'll see what Social Theories has got. Angling out now, that is Stony Curtis. 3-quarter time, 1:30 flat, 29-3, third quarter into the stretch, and Stony Curtis is ready to slingshot by and does exactly that. Stony Curtis takes the lead away from Linus. Back in third, that is Social Theories. Looking to finish up well is Mayhem Hanover now into fourth. Dropping back is Frontier Cruise, and the final one is Rebel Devil. Here is Stony Curtis to win. Finishing second was Linus, beat about a length. Getting up for third, Mayhem Hanover driving strong through the line. Social Theories was fourth, then it was Rebel Devil, and Frontier Cruise 157-3 for Stony Curtis. Order of finish from the 14th. Number 1 was Scratch. Number 2, Social Theories, 4th. Number 3, Stony Curtis, the winner. Number 4, Linus was 2nd. Number 5, Rebel Devil was 5th. Number 6, Mayhem Hanover was 3rd. And number 7, Frontier Cruise was 6th. Top to bottom, Scratch 4-1-2-5-3-6. Fractions were 30 flat. A minute and 2/5, 1:30, 1:57 and 3 for the winner. Number 3, Stony Curtis, the Sunshine Beach Colt, gets his second consecutive qualifying score. Trained by Carmen Osiello, driven to victory by Jonathan Drury. He knocks almost a second off his time from last week, 1:57 and 3. One qualifier to go here today at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Thanks to everybody that joined us on track, and to those of you that are watching our live stream at woodbinemohawkpark.com and through some various other websites. Thanks for tuning in. The live stream has been presented by the Central Ontario Standardbred Association. We thank them for their sponsorship. Starting gate now rolling for the final qualifier here this morning. So we're going to scratch number 2, AJ Knight. Leads us with a field of 6. Number 1, Denali Sealster is a Sunshine Beach Colt owned by Ratchford Stable. Trainer, driver, Dr. Ian Moore, $34,000 London purchase. 2 is out. Number 3, Beach Blanket Book, sports writer colt, owned and bred by Winback Farm. $17,000 Lexington grad. Blake McIntosh trains, Chris Christopher drives. Number 4, Twin Bee French Toast, Sunshine Beach Colt, owned by Jack Darling Stables Limited, trained by Jack Darling, driven by Jody Jameson, a $30,000 Harrisburg purchase. 5, Better Jet, Better's the Light Colt, owned by Anthony Timmons, Billy Joe Timmons, Brad Gray, and Dan Legacy. Dan Legacy trains. Sylvan Filion drives, a $25,000 London yearling sale graduate. Number 6, World Wonder, Better Than Cheddar Colt, owned by Hut Racing Stable, trained by Rob Fellows. Louis Philippe Waugh drives, $12,000 Lexington grad. And number 7, Day Delight, Better's Delight Colt, owned by Bill Maines, Lloyd Stone, Wayne McRae, and 104-62217 Canada Inc. Victor Putty trains, Trevor Henry drives, a $55,000 Lexington Select purchase. 15th and final in behind the starting gate. Next qualifying session here at Woodbine Mohawk Park will come up on Tuesday morning. That is June 25th. That'll be for 3-year-olds and up. Our next baby races, if we need to have 2 days of qualifiers, they will take place Thursday and Friday of next week. That is June 27th and June 28th. Entry box closes Wednesday. We'll know for sure then. But if 2 days are needed, it'll be Thursday and Friday of the upcoming week, June 27th and 28th. Starting gate into the stretch, a field of 6 for the finale. Lined up, picking up speed, and here they come. And the raw fan pacing, Denali Sealster from the rail is showing some good early gate speed, and there is Beach Blanket Book to get away in second. Better Jet is in third, calmly getting away. Day Delight from the outside is on the outside fourth, and then it's Twin Bee French Toast and World Wonder. They're heading towards that first turn, and up top it's Denali Sealster. Started at the rail, and it's the first one in as they go towards the opening quarter. In second is Beach Blanket Book. Third is Better Jet. Settling in fourth, that was Day Delight in front of Twin Bee French Toast, and the final one is World Wonder. The opening quarter was 30 and 3. Moving into the backstretch, and Denali Seelster is the leader, on top by a pair. Beach Blanket Book in second, followed by Better Jet in third, with a break of 3 lengths to Data Light in fourth, who is tracked by Twinbee French Toast fifth, and sixth is World Wonder. So it's a loose lead here for Denali Seelster, the son of Sunshine Beach, in his debut qualifier, rolling along here for trainer-driver Moore, leading by about 2 lengths, heading to the half with Beach Blanket Book, who was a winner last week in 157 and 2, racing in second. A minute and 4/5 is your half-mile clocking. The tempo ramped up there. They went 30 and 1 in the second quarter after a 30 and 3 opener. Denali Seelster the leader. Beach Blanket Book in second, getting a little closer now. Whip over the back of Better Jet in third. 2.5 lengths then to Data Light in fourth, and another 2.5 to Twinbee French Toast, and that same margin back to World Wonder. Field of 6 approaching the third station. Denali Seelster still the leader, looking to go coast to coast. In second, that is Beach Blanket Book, who's going to have something to say in the lane. Better Jet third, and coming to the outside, Data Light from fourth. 1:30 and 1, the 3/4 time, and they're into the stretch. Denali Seelster looking to finish this one off. Here's Beach Blanket Book to the outside, so they're sprinting on home. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go. Denali Seelster still with that lead, a little more than a length and a half. Beach Blanket Book trying to get up to the wheel, but he's not going to get there here today. Denali Seelster, a strong performance, going wire to wire. Finishing in second, that was Beach Blanket Book. Then it was Data Light, followed by Better Jet, Twinbee French Toast, and World Wonder. 157 and 1, 27 seconds home for Denali Seelster. And here is the order of finish from the 15th and final qualifier. Number 1, Denali Seelster was the winner. Number 2 was Scratch. Number 3, Beach Blanket Book was second. Number 4, Twinbee French Toast was fifth. Number 5, Better Jet fourth. Number 6, World Wonder sixth. And number 7, Data Light was third. Top to bottom, 1, Scratch, 2, 5, 4, 6, 3. Fractions were 30 and 3. A minute and 4/5, 1:30 and 1, 157 and 1 for the winner. Number 1, Denali Seelster, a Sunshine Beach colt. $34,000 London selected yearling sale purchase, owned by Ratchford Stable. Trainer-driver Dr. Ian Moore, a strong debut from Denali Seelster to take the final qualifier here today. That concludes the qualifying action this morning at Woodbine Mohawk Park. We're back in action tonight with a 10-race card. First race post time is 7:10 p.m. And as I mentioned, baby races will come up next week. If 2 days are needed, they will be taking place on Thursday and Friday, the 27th and 28th. Thanks to everybody that tuned into our live stream presented by the Central Ontario Standardbred Association. We thank them once again for their support. That'll do it. This is Mark McKelvey wishing you a good afternoon, and we'll see you later tonight.